I was thinking about recently when I was high that who are the animal who have most fun being that animal, and I was thinking about snakes. First because they terrify the shit out of ourselves. Me especially, I can't speak for you because those creatures, dude, like they do that dance on the floor when they walk. Oh man, like that thing is terrifying. Even it is not doing too much harm to you, you can be really terrified, and you can be really terrified. It depends upon where you are watching it. Like if you are watching it on the TV and you are watching Anaconda movie, you can get a tiny bit of terrified like terrified in the sense of concern for the actual actors who are in the movie, that that snake is gonna swallow them or they are gonna be his bacon for the breakfast today. But but when you are standing like 10 feet away from a snake, you can be half terrified because you can know that you can outrun it, and that gives you a great chance. But when that venom spitting dude snake is in the front of you 1 feet away from you, then you can realize that you can do a lot of things, like you can fly, you can jump, and sure the hell you can scream like a ship docking in the dockyard, I heard that like players who play tennis, when they hit the ball, their scream is equal to the screaming of the ship when they get in or get out of the ship dockyard. So yeah, I was thinking that then you can figure that out too, like you have inside you Chester Bennington that who never got a chance to sing. So and that another thing, and then you realize that there is that tiny little mean fast running Usain Bolt inside you who can jump really high, you can do parkour, and you can do a lot of things. You can push people, you can be, what can I say, you can be almost anything. But I thought it must be really cool to be a snake. Then I thought, when when actually that's the thing, when you really thought about being something, like you are actually gonna be that, then you start to really think about pros and cons. And I was thinking like it's not gonna, like there are a lot of fun, like you can terrify the shit out of the actual people, humans. But there are a lot of problems because it's not safe for snakes anywhere. In the village that I was brought up, when we used to fish, we used to fish, then there were snakes, and they were harmless snakes, like snakes without venom. What fun being what's the fun being a snake who is out of venom? My friend, he would pull the snake with his tail, and he will move the snake in the air for quite few rounds, and then he will release, and the snake will fly in the air for at least 20 to 30 meters like a flying snake. So there is no fun being that. And suppose that, like if you are some kind of poisonous snake, then you got net geo. Those dudes, they will track you out in the middle of the medieval forest and get put a camera inside your stomach so that they can track your every movement, and kids are enjoying it all over the world. Like they are terrified and they are laughing. And you can imagine like being a venomous creature and not being able to do some venomous shit. That must be really horrible. And people coming and pushing the camera inside your throat, that's not fun. And you know what? Another part, one day I was watching a video where there is in Snake Island actually, like some of the that whole entire island is filled with golden lens, a poison spitting venomous, creepy snakes. And I saw that there, like even the Sparta of snakes, where you can't get in without being dead, they are not safe there too. I saw that a snake went inside the sea to have some fish or to do some to spit some venom, like the rapper spit some rhyme. So that dude went inside the sea, and you must be thinking why the snake went inside the sea. Dude, I'm talking about an island, so it's surrounded by sea. Then snake went inside the sea, but actually they can't, like they don't have that that snake particularly. He didn't have like lungs like fish. He was not gifted by god with that. And when he came out, a vulture was waiting in the surface of water to snatch that dude, and once he came out, the vulture snatched it and took him on the aerial route. And in the middle of the air, I saw the snake fighting for its survival, fighting for its existence, all the venom, all the poison inside you, and you can't get yourself free from a bird. That must be really hurting. So I saw that and I realized, nah, being a snake is not my thing. Then I thought about what else would be real fun. Then I was watching the news and I was thinking, I heard about all kind of wars that are raging in the world, and the possibility of being World War III and how dangerous it would be. And thinking about the dangerous and thinking that made me thought of World War made me think about nuclear weapons. And from nuclear weapons, I thought of radiations. You heard it, dude, because you know that nobody can you can escape hell, but you can't escape nuclear radiation. So, thinking about nuclear radiation, I thought of something extraordinary: cockroach. I read somewhere that cockroach are only beings who can survive a nuclear radiation and still thrive. All the, like, you have heard like dominance hierarchy in human, dominance hierarchy in lobster, which we find still use to survive and to impress girls and boys, what depends upon whatever your taste is. And but we still can't survive like a nuclear radiation. Come on, dude, what's the point of being a human? So being a cockroach sounded like a lot cooler at that moment. That, can you believe, like, seeing a nuclear explosion and surviving it and telling that story to your grandchildren? But it depends, like, if there is a language called cockroach language, that, because, like, and if there was a language of cockroach language, then they could have, where they could have tell the nuclear radiation story. Then, like, you know cockroach must be a really good speaker, or because they have a lot of fucking kids. When you'll see a cockroach, once you let a cockroach inside your house, and if you don't smash it or crush it, then you can, few days you'll forget that that's your home. That home belong to cockroach, and no amount of any spray to kill vermin is gonna work. So I thought being a cockroach will be cool, but being a human and knowing that I'm gonna survive in a world where humans are, yeah, all the humans are not gonna be survive like nuclear radiation, but some of these persistent fuckers will do. And them, what they are gonna do, you can, but how, like, that's the irony of all the thing. Like, you can survive a nuclear radiation, but you cannot survive foot stomp of a child. So then I thought being cockroach is not cool. So guess um I'll live with being a human.